Yo, what is up guys? It's Pedro here, and in today's video I will be talking about the Atlanta Falcons signing former Washington Commanders quarterback Taylor Heinicke and what that means for the Washington Commanders backup position this season. So if you guys are new, make sure to subscribe for Washington and NFL content. Also hit that like button and that notification bell so you don't miss any of these free agency update videos. And sorry for the late video, did have class, but I'm back now, and yeah, let's talk about it. So the Atlanta Falcons signed quarterback Taylor Heinicke, and let's get into the deal. So it was a 2-year, $14 million deal with a up to $20 million, $6.32 million guaranteed, $4 million signing bonus, and up to $6 million in incentives. And yeah, he gets the playtime bonuses again, so he can get those Jordans. And first off, what I want to say, happy for Taylor Heinicke. Again, this guy was on the couch like 3 years ago, and now he's signing back-to-back 2-year contracts. Like really good for him, man. Happy for him. And not only that, he gets to go back to his hometown in Atlanta. Really happy for Taylor Heinicke. I mean, he's a good guy, and did a good job for the Commanders. Like, was he a great starter? No, but for what he was brought in to be, and even as a second contract, like he was signed to be the backup, he did much more than that, and he won them some games. And yeah, he lost them some games too, but he definitely outperformed his contract both times. And I just think this was a little bit too much for us to pay for a backup. We could have paid it maybe, but the Atlanta Falcons decided to do it, and we'll see. Hopefully we're able to get someone, maybe Marcus Mariota, Teddy Bridgewater, Andy Dalton. For all the people that say like, oh, Taylor Heinicke, the fans would be pressuring him to start if Howell is struggling. Well, Andy Dalton is better than Taylor Heinicke. And, I just think I didn't really like that argument because Sam Howell, he's very mature. And if he's that guy, he's not really going to care about those chants from the fans. And I think Kime reported as well, wasn't really a big deal. Let me see if I can. I'll pull up the tweet a little bit later. But it's not a really big deal. If people are chanting, well, deal with it. And I think Sam Howell would have dealt with it fine. I think the bigger issue is money. I think, John Kime talked about it, that they had like a specific number they had in mind, and they weren't really going to budge from that. And I respect that, and they decided to, I guess the number was less than this, and Heinicke decides to go to Atlanta, his hometown, and back up Desmond Ridder. And I could definitely, if Desmond Ridder has a bad season, if he starts out poorly, I could 100% see Taylor Heinicke go back there. But just in general with Heinicke, had his great moments. The playoff game against the Bucks, that was just great to see. His teammates have always gravitated towards him. And a few, the game at Atlanta, where he just threw it up to Terry, and he had the throw to J.D. McKissick, where J.D. McKissick, makes some moves and runs it out. Just, yeah, he had a good career here in Washington, or a good stint here in Washington. But it's time to move on. He signed somewhere else. It's not the end of the world. He wasn't, the best QB we've had in the last 20 years, even though, it's not saying we haven't had great QBs, but he's still, we have to go higher than him. And maybe Sam Howell will be that guy. Maybe it'll be someone else. But, he did bring some good moments. One thing, like, I went to training camp a few times last offseason. Every single time, Taylor Heinicke signed every single autograph. And there was a lot of them. It wasn't just like, normal backup where there's some people wanting his autograph. Almost everyone there wanted his autograph, and he would spend a lot of time just signing every single one. And man, I'm really happy, that he got that money. He's a great guy, and hopefully he balls out in Atlanta. And now we need a new quarterback. So, like I said, Andy Dalton, Teddy Bridgewater. Could see Teddy just because of the connection to Ron and Marty Herney as well. They got the connection, so could see him. Wouldn't mind it. I just want a cheap backup. Jacoby Brissett is another option. Just give me someone cheap that can play well if Sam Howell goes down, and that is about it. And then we get those two guys and draft a guy in after the 5th round, so 6th or 7th round, maybe even 5th round if you really like someone, and have those, that guy. Maybe he can eventually develop into a good backup. But that's my plan, and that's kind of my reaction to the Taylor Heinicke news. Nothing, nothing major. Happy for the guy, And now, we just didn't want to pay the money, and I understand. I mean, basically, it goes up to a 2-year, $20 million deal. And with Heinicke, he's going to find a way to play those games. The last couple of years, it's been because of injury. And, I mean, it's with Fitzpatrick definitely, and with Wentz in the beginning, it was because of injury. And he finds a way to play, and he's a very, very good backup. He's a very, very good backup. And he's got that magic spark. He's got that energy. But like I said, time to move on. So any other free agent update videos I will go ahead and do that. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace.